Hey, I'm Markus from Qualcomm AI Research, and I'm based in our Amsterdam office. And in this work, we are focusing on trying to see whether we can replace attention through optimization. Our main motivation is if we want to deploy models with attention to mobile devices, then attention contains a lot of big weight matrices, which needs to always be moved to the compute core. So we're asking here the question, can we trade these big weight matrices for extra compute? And then basically we switch the weight matrices for extra compute through optimization. And to do so, we basically assume that the attention scores is doing a remixing of the values. And then we want to mimic that remixing behavior of attention. We want to mimic that using optimizations. And for that, we formulate it as we basically formulate it as how do you say that? We formulate it as a lasso block problem because we formulate it first as a reconstruction problem, and where we assume that the remixing of the values is somewhat similar to the queries, the second input to our attention. And we also observe that attention is usually sparse, and because of that, we then add a sparsity prior, which brings it to a lasso problem. Then with that, we can solve that lasso using ADMM, which is a classical optimization algorithms. And then we need to do several steps still to make that work on larger scales. And there's a few challenges we solve. For example, just to highlight one is that if we have cross attention actually, then this assumption we're taking that the values are close to the queries is usually not true. And for that, then to solve that, we add some extra random tokens to the values, and that makes the solving process more stable. And this project is still in a preliminary and exploratory state, but we have some interesting results on vision models. We use data for that and replaced several of the attention blocks with our optimization-based attention. And we get a little bit of a drop in performance, but it's still better than if we would have attention without the projection matrices. And we also observed empirically how the attention patterns look, and we saw that it's attending to very sensible things like which we usually also observe in classical attention. So we have here some vision examples where we see it's really like focuses on specific objects and other things. For more information, yeah, please check out our paper.